probably 10 minutes, I was left, walked out. And some fellow was walking in, said, "Hiya, guy." I went, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know him, but he was obviously a podcast listener and loved your videos." In fact, no, he was slagging you off. I'm joking.
That's fine.
Nice bloke.
Standard.
And he was telling me how he was going for a fitting. And I said, "Oh, right, okay." So he was saying that he's currently got a Cobra Speed Zone Extreme, 12 degrees, that weirdly won on Twitter off Cobra.
Nice. And
he got it fitted at Clark's. We went, this was about 2 years ago when the driver came out. We went to Clark's and said, "Look, I've won a driver off Cobra, I'm going to be honest with you. But I want to get my specs so I can order the correct one." And so he said, he paid for fitting basically, not a lot, but he paid for fitting, got his ideal specs, ordered the driver off Cobra, got the driver 2 years ago, dead happy. But he's been having lessons with Barry Taylor, and he's improved his delivery, and he's found that this 12-degree driver is spinning up too much, even when he lofts it down, so he was going for a fitting. So he's telling me all about this, and I was actually really intrigued. And he said he was going for, going to try the Ping, he was going to try the new Cobra and the new Callaway. So telling me all about it, and then I said, "Oh, okay, I'll see you later," and I left. And as sad as it sounds, I was actually thinking, I really want to know what he gets here, because I'm quite intrigued. He tweeted me afterwards.
No way.
So I was like, he said, "Oh, nice to speak to you before." I said, "Oh, what did he get?" I was actually really keen to know. And he came out with the Ping G425, but LS Tech.
Nice.
Lower spin.
He must have really improved his game.
He gained like 20 yards of carry, and everything was rosy. But the point of the story is, he wasn't fussed on trying the Stealth. But I've actually heard, and I'm not 1 second saying the Stealth is a bad driver, it's a very good driver. But I've heard a lot of kind of average golfers saying they haven't got on with the Stealth at all.
Well, it's mad you just say this. A really good friend of mine has literally texted me this morning. "Hi, mate, bought the Stealth and can't get along with it."
Really?
Wanting to try a new shaft, blah, blah, blah. What do you think? I'm like, it's mad because you look, like a daft example again, Scotty Sheffield won with it last night.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad driver.
100%.
Like, we can't say it's a bad driver. But there are certain characteristics of it that I don't think suit every golfer on the planet. Like, doesn't matter which version, Stealth or Stealth Plus. I feel like I've been hitting, like when I've been doing these daft long drives and stuff with you at the driving range, I know when I hit it, it is faster, it's longer than what I currently use, but it's bloody unpredictable. Like, I find it sometimes unmanageable, really. It's
been a very weird one this year, because this guy I was speaking to, he said he wasn't a big fan of the looks of Stealth, whereas I actually, when I first saw it, thought that looks different.
So that's it. I think the looks are phenomenal.
I agree.
I honestly do.
I love the story. I love the fact that the best players in the world are using it, or some of the best players in the world are using it. But for me, even when I've tried it, I mean, I'm not hitting the driver great anyway, so I need all the forgiveness I can get. But I honestly think from the testing I've done, I'd say I've hit a good number of shots to know.
A couple hundred with that driver now.
I find it, honestly, so unforgiving. And I've heard from some retailers as well, they're finding the same, that people are coming in dying to try it, which is kudos to TaylorMade. They've done a great job of marketing it. They really have this year. It's been one of the best marketed products I think I've seen for a number of years. But it just doesn't seem to be working for people. From what I've seen, okay, I might be talking absolute nonsense. If you're watching this clip or whatever, comment down below if you've tried it and you like it or how you've got on with it. But I honestly, from what I'm seeing, it's so unforgiving. It's giving me that vibes of the slider, SLDR.
Yeah. It's a good launch monitor driver.
100%.
And is this where maybe people like, even my mate James, who's messaged me, did he go in for a fitting? And in a fitting, you can get it going.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a bay, and that's why I did the video against the Ping G425 max driver that I currently have in the bag when we did that video at JCB, because I do believe it's got power, it's got speed, but it's just lacking a little bit of consistency and forgiveness, really. I certainly find it is with the Stealth drivers.
Well, one of the things we said, kind of think it was off podcast, was that I thought this year would actually be a good year for Callaway, because even though their driver on paper when we first saw them didn't quite excite us, we knew it performed. Callaway drivers always perform. There's 4 options this year, so you're going to get one for every golfer. And with all this hype around TaylorMade and the Stealth, so many people are going, and kind of rightly so, to go and try Stealth. And if you can try one for free, I think you should. Why not? But I think a lot of people are going and kind of go, "Oh, it's not actually for me, that. Let's try the Callaway. Or let's try the Cobra."
Coming in the side door.
Exactly.
A bit,
so I think Callaway and Cobra this year, and Ping obviously always, are going to pick up some sales actually off the back of how well marketed.
Like Stealth's debate.
100%.
It's getting people in because people want to hit it.
Yeah.
And then once they've hit it, they might go on to a Ping or a Cobra or a Callaway. What they end up with is obviously going to be unpredictable, down to the individual.
The other one I've not tried. Normally now, brands obviously bring out several drivers, which can be a bit confusing, but equally it's quite good for the consumer because you should get a head that suits you. Most of them have 3 or 4. Obviously with Stealth, you've got the Stealth Plus, which is the super low spin one. There's the Stealth kind of standard. And then there's obviously the Type
HD.
D or HD. Now that's one I've not tried. typically that's more obviously a draw bias driver.
It's high draw this time.
Unless that's somehow a lot more forgiving, which it might be. I might have to try that one as well. But it doesn't massively feel like they've got that real forgiving option. No. And also, Tubes did a video the other day. I don't know if you saw it. He was going for a new driver. And he started the video, was it still for me? I got a really good fit in. And he said, I've got Stealth, I've got Ping, and I've got the new Cobra. I knew which one he was going to be walking out with straight away.
Ping.
100%. And he did. Yeah. Just so forgiving. He got more, I think he got a bit more out of, again, on TaylorMade on good hits.
Because
but for an average
someone
golfer,
like that, who I'm sure he won't mind us saying, struggles with driver a little bit.
100%.
Like, I just can't see a Stealth in his hands. But let's say a Rory.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see a Ping G425 Max in his hands. Like, I do think this year kind of Stealth is more than ever geared towards like the best of the best players.
I'd agree. And I said earlier on, 100%, I'm keen to hear people's thoughts. If you're watching this clip, let us know below. If you're listening, you want to email us, podcast@rickshiels.com. I'd love to get to know a bit more. What's up?
Oh, hold on. Didn't the Stealth produce the fastest ever ball speed for a certain company recently? Sorry, I couldn't let it go. So, on a note of what we did at the weekend.